boys and girls, welcome to lesson 4. So far this week you've been learning all about 2D shapes and their properties. So we've looked at vertices and sides. Today is all about being practical, and we're going to get to draw our different 2D shapes. So I'm going to show you how to do that first of all. So step 1, you need to make sure you get the right equipment. So you need to get yourself a pencil. Ideally make sure it's nice and sharp, a ruler, and then some square or dotty paper. And I've put these onto the Google Drive for you to print off. They're all there on the system for you. Okay, so we're going to do a challenge. Yeah, Mrs. Inesi's got some 2D riddle cards. We have to work out what shape I need to draw onto the piece of paper. So let's read the clues. First of all, it says I'm a 2D shape, which means it's flat, not fat. So it's going to be a flat shape. I have 4 sides. I have 4 equal corners, and all my sides are the same length. Let me think. Well, it has to be a square. So the first thing I need to draw is a square. So we're going to go to the square paper first, and I'm going to show you how to draw a square. So get your pencil and your ruler. Now, the advantage of using a square paper is that can help you to make sure that your sides are equal. So I'm going to do a 5 by 5 square. And when I mean 5 by 5, I'm going to do 5 squares along the top and 5 squares down my sides. You ready? 1, you're there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then I'm going to draw my line. So look how I get hold of the ruler. I'm holding it nice and still with my other hand, and then I'm going to draw my line. Okay, then I'm going to turn my paper. Turn it, make it easier. And then I'm going to do 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do a dot. Put my ruler on. Make sure it's nice and still. Press it down with this hand and draw my line. Then I'm going to turn my paper again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw my line, my dot rather, then do my line. There we go. And then the last bit, turn my paper and I can join the 2 lines together. And then I have made my square. And then I have to write down what it is. Square. It's really good because you're practicing your spellings this week, and they're all about 2D shapes. Okay, let's have a look at our next riddle. So this one says, I'm a 2D shape. I have 3 sides and 3 vertices. Now, there's not very many shapes that only have 3 sides and 3 vertices. Can you guess what it could be? Yep, it's a triangle, boys and girls. Mrs. Inesi needs to draw a triangle. Okay, this time I'm going to show you how to do it with the dotty paper. Okay, so the dotty paper again is there to help you. So first of all, I'm going to do the point of my triangle. So I'm going to find a line and I'm going to do my dot for my point. And then I'm going to go and count down. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to get my ruler and I'm going to draw my line. I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, 3. Turn my paper. Put my ruler on, hold it nice and still, press down to make sure that ruler doesn't move. Draw my line. And then I'm going to turn my paper because it's easy to do it this way. And I'm going to join up my dots. And then I have my triangle. But I'm not finished yet. I need to write the word triangle. There we go, triangle. Right, one more thing to show you, and this is a bit of a problem solving, okay? And there's an activity like this on the worksheet that I've got you to do. So it says here, I have to follow the instructions and I have to draw what it's telling me to draw. But let's first read it. It's always important to read things first. So it says, draw a large rectangle on a squared paper or dotted paper. Well, I'm going to use my squared paper. Draw a square inside the rectangle. Draw a triangle below the rectangle. Draw a pentagon that is bigger than the square. Okay, right, so I can see straight away here that I have to draw a square inside my rectangle. That's telling me then that I need to make sure my rectangle is not too small. So I'm going to start by doing a nice big rectangle. And I'm going to do it 3 squares high, and I'm going to do it 6 squares long. Now, why have I done it that way? Because remember, a rectangle has 2 long sides and 2 short sides, so I have to make sure that one of them is smaller than the other. Okay, there we go. So I've got my rectangle and I've got my 2 short sides and my 2 long sides. Now it tells me I have to draw a square inside the rectangle, but it doesn't tell me how big to do the square. So I'm going to do a nice little one in the middle, and I'm just going to draw around one of the squares. It's already there. Nice and easy. Holding that ruler nice and still. Okay, next one. Draw a triangle below the rectangle. Now it doesn't tell me where below the triangle, the rectangle, so I can do it wherever I want. So I'm going to do it here on the left, and I'm going to make it join my rectangle. Okay, so I'm going to do a line, and then another line, one side, 2 side, and then back up to make my 3-sided triangle. So I've got my triangle, but then it says draw a pentagon that is bigger than my square. But I could do it anywhere that I want. But actually, I'm going to use my square to help me, because the bottom of a pentagon has a straight line. So I'm going to draw a dot here and a dot here for my sides of my pentagon. That's my sides. And then remember, a pentagon has 5 sides. So I've got 1, 2, 3. So I just need to do a dot in the middle like a triangle. 4 and 5. There you go. So I have got my rectangle with my square in the middle, with my triangle below my rectangle, and my pentagon that is bigger than my square. I've completed the problem solving. Now, what I'd like to do next is, if it was you, I want you to colour that in and make that look beautiful. Okay, and get yourself a dojo point. Right, that's today's lesson. What you need to do now, you need to go onto Google Drive and you need to print off your dotty paper or your square paper, and then you need to print off the activity sheet and have fun drawing and colouring. Thanks, boys and girls. Bye.